Okay, today Cikgu Maureen will be teaching you all. Teacher is just the observer, so you can ignore me.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So I can see Evelina is there. Bernice, Fatin, good morning. Farhana and Fatiha are here. Tracy, good morning. The rest, if you are here, you can just say good morning to your teacher. Huh? Yeah, good morning, Badrun. So let's just wait for a minute, 1 minute, for your other friends coming in. Badrun, where is Basil? Not in yet. On the way. All right, class. Yeah. So I will not wait any longer. So we'll continue with our lesson. So for today, 3rd August, Tuesday, we'll continue with our Unit 6, Unit 6 in your textbook. And along the way of our lesson, I will recap again. I will recap 3 parts of your writing paper, in case you forgot how is your writing paper, right? Because later on, if you come back to school, you might have to sit for your writing paper. Okay? So, right? Hmm. Okay, those who are with me now, can you see the second slides? There are 3 pictures there. There are 3 pictures there. What do you think the pictures are about? Right. The far left picture is quite a tiny human there. What is the person doing? All can see, can see my second slides. Now I would like to have you to respond in the chat. What are the pictures about? Tracy said cycling. Okay, cycling. Others? Do you see something else? Evelina also said cycling. All right. So, can you tell me more specifically the far left picture? Gambar yang paling kiri. Who is cycling there? Who is cycling? Hmm. Actually, it's a, if you can see it clearly, it's a boy actually. Huh? It's a boy. Young boy cycling. And then the picture in the middle are a few men cycling on the highway. Okay, and the far right, the third picture are some men cycling at the countryside, right? Cycling. Okay, do you enjoy cycling, class? Do you cycle? Do you own a bicycle? My next question is, do you own a bicycle and do you cycle? Yes, Sukyong. Do you know how to cycle, Sukyong? And the girls, Tracy, Evelina, Bernice, do you cycle? No. Sukyong said yes. Okay. The girls might not familiar with bicycle and cycling. The boys, yes. Oh, Evelina said yes. Evelina said yes. So I bet you have a bicycle or you once had a bicycle and you know how to cycle. Okay, good. So cycling is related to bicycle, and you can do cycling outdoor, right? Uh, Teacher Heidi, who is observing us today, she's a cyclist herself. Uh, Cikgu Heidi suka berbasikal, you know. Do you see her around? Okay, so talking about cycling, uh, do you see the words there, class? Yeah, cycle for charity. We have just learned what cycling is. And now, what about for charity? What does it mean when you cycle for charity? Okay. Cari berkata, apa maksud charity if you're not sure? And tell me, what does it mean by charity? Normally people cycle for hobby, for exercise. But then this one is cycle for charity. Apa itu charity, right? What's the purpose of cycling for charity? Okay, if you have searched the term charity, you will find out the word charity means, kalau dalam bahasa Melayu, it is kebajikan lah. Kebajikan. It's for the good of other people. It's to help other people. Okay, and normally you will raise fund, class, if it's related to charity, or you simply do something, action, to help other people. That is charity lah. Basically charity is it's a good action, it's a good deeds. Okay, so how do we cycle for charity, kan? All right, let's look at the next strip picture there. So you have just find out or understand what charity is just now. Tracy pun dah cakap amal, is it? Yes, it's for kerja amal, kebajikan. So, would you like to take part in a cycling race? Cycling race, to raise money for charity? It's just like the marathon, class. Do you know marathon? Marathon, jogathon. Sometimes people join and to raise money for certain cause, certain purpose. Contohnya, you will see a marathon for cancer awareness. So the money raised, uh, the money raised during the marathon or through the marathon registration will be given to the cancer awareness center ke, cancer awareness organization clubs. So this one I'm asking you, would you like to take part in a cycling race to raise money for charity? uh, why and why not, right? What do you think? If anybody can answer through the chat box. Only those who can cycle lah. Of course, those who can cycle only can join the cycling race. Okay. So basically, I just want to tell you that through hobbies, things like sports like cycling, you can actually raise money for charity. I have given you other example just now, right? Marathon, jogathon, and other sports that the purpose is to raise money. Yeah? So, when you join a competition class, when you join a competition like this, cycling race, what do you want to know normally? What do you want to know about the race before you make your decision? Ah, what do you want to know? What do you want to? What information that you need to have before you make your decision? What you want to join or not? So basically, or normally, we will want to find out uh, find out maybe how much, right? What's the cost? I will go for the race, but how much should I pay so that the money will go for charity, for the fund? Or sometimes people we want to know, oh, what's the price, right? What's the price if I win the race, right? So your registration fee will normally go for the charity fund, and but of course you will also will get the prizes if you win the competition. Okay, so far so good, class. I hope you can understand what cycling is and what charity is. So charity can be done through your hobbies, through your activities. So far I've seen JC are with us as well. Okay, so continue. So today, okay, let's look at this announcement, class. Okay, I hope it appears on your screen already. So this is an advertisement or announcement. This is an example of cycling for charity. Yeah? So this one is to help the Heart Foundation of Malaysia. So they are organizing a century bike ride. Uh, this one is century bike ride. They are having a cycling competition to raise fund for the Heart Foundation of Malaysia. If you look further or look closely to the advertisement, so this is to actually organized by Putrajaya Cycling Club. Or Putrajaya Cycling Club to help the HFM. HFM here is the Heart Foundation of Malaysia to raise money to fight against heart disease. Okay, so this cycling club is helping to raise money to fight against heart disease. And according to the advertisement, if anyone wishes to join the fund, should contact the club secretary. That is Sarah Samad by 5th of March. Okay, so the contact number, the contact person, the email, and the address is given. So this is the announcement. And then uh, next picture to it. Next picture is a response. This is actually a response from someone who wants to join, who wishes to join the bike ride. Okay, so class, if you are not clear of the picture, if you can't see clearly the picture on the screen, you may also refer to your textbook. Yes, you may refer to your textbook, page 86. This is actually in your textbook. So you can freely touch and see clearly, see closely the pictures in your textbook. You may refer to your textbook. All right. So this is a response from somebody who is interested, who wants to know more about the bike ride. So this person wrote, "Dear Miss Samad, okay, I saw the announcement about the Putrajaya Century bike ride on my school notice board, and I'm very interested." So this person is very interested in participating the event. My name is Aiman Megat. So you see, he has mentioned his name as in the advertisement, right? Kan dia suruh send name, age, and say whether you have participated. So this person here is a student because he saw the saw the announcement in the notice board. Okay, so my name is Aiman Megat and I am 15 years old. I am not a member of the cycling club and I have never taken part in any cycling events. As I am very keen, I am very keen on cycling. Dia sangat suka lah. I think this is a good opportunity to join the club and take part in the bike ride. However, I would like to have some more information about the cycling club. Okay, so he wants to know more about the cycling club and the bike ride. So firstly, I would like to know how much, tadi kita dah bincangkan, how much the registration fee is. Normally, if you want to join a contest, there will be fee, right? So we want to know how much the registration fee is. It is not mentioned in the announcement. Also, when will I have to pay it by? Bila? Bila perlu bayar? Okay? I was also wondering if the cycling club will do any training. Okay, he wanted to know if there's any training for the bike ride. Please let me know when and where it will take place and if there is a weekly schedule. So he ends with looking forward to your reply and he put there yours sincerely Aiman Megat. Okay, so this is an example of a response from students based on the announcement. Okay, next page, next slide. Okay, let's look closely again to the structure or organization of the student response just now. This one you can find in your textbook, class. We will discuss the questions together. There are questions in the textbook actually. That one should be on page 87 of your textbook. Page 87. Okay, question 1 asks, how does Aiman address the person he is writing to? Macam mana dia panggil kelas? Macam mana dia address the person he is writing to? So if you see on top there, he ataupun Aiman address the person as Miss Samad. Miss Samad. If you look at the announcement just now, the contact person is Sarah Samad, right? But here Aiman address the person more quite formally. Agak formal lah dia. Okay, with the name Miss Samad lah. Okay, so you can see the arrow, dear Miss Samad. How about what information does Aiman give about himself? What information does he give about himself? Everyone may look at the response again. Paragraph. In which paragraph? Okay, everyone, look at your text or the screen. What information does Aiman give, class? In which paragraph? Tell me the paragraph first. Paragraph mana yang dia give information about himself? You may respond in the chat box. Okay, everybody look at your text or look at the screen. Which paragraph? Azira said paragraph 2, right? Paragraph 2. Yang lain, do you see others? Yes. Thank you for the response, Badrun. Paragraph 2 also. Yes, right. That's correct. Paragraph 2, he immediately tell about himself, my name, and then his age. And he mentioned that he's not a member of the cycling club and never taken part in any cycling events. But he's very keen lah. Okay, so there you can see on in paragraph 2, he talks about himself. Number 3, question number 3. What information does Aiman ask for? What information? This one you can find here. Paragraph 3, right? Because there are only 3 paragraphs there. So you can find the answer in paragraph 3. So what information did he ask for, class? Can you respond in the chat box? What information did he ask for? Dia nak tahu apa? There are plenty, right? Maybe 2 or 3. Can you respond in the chat box? Okay, Fahana said registration fee, right? How much is the registration fee? Any more, class? There are some more, right? Information about the cycling club, kata Badrun. Right, dia nak tahu tentang the cycling club. Any more? There are some more. Okay, so we have registration fee. Okay, I have revealed them there. Registration fee. Okay, Bernice said information of cycling club and bike ride. Okay, that's correct too, Bernice. Thank you. So he want to know the registration fee. When will he has to pay for it? If there's any training for the bike ride, and if there's any, when and where. Okay, yang tadi bagi tahu he would like to have some information about the cycling club and the bike ride. This one is the general information that he wants. Specific information are this one lah, registration fee, when to pay, if there's any training for the bike ride, and if there is, when and why, or when and where. Okay, so does he use direct or indirect questions? Does he use direct or indirect questions? What are those? Apa itu direct and indirect questions? This one you can refer to page 87 of your textbook, class. Direct ni macam mana? Direct questions, direct questions are using the one husband, 4 wives, 5 wives. You use what, when, where, who, why. Those are direct, very direct questions. There are some, right? There are some direct questions there. And there are also indirect questions, class. Okay, kalau kamu, if you are not too sure about the direct and indirect questions, you may refer to page 87 of your textbook. I will not explain that further today. Not today lah. Okay, so we can say that he used both direct and indirect questions. Okay. All right. And then the last one, how does Aiman sign off? Macam mana dia sign off? Okay, I'll just show you. So can you see my arrow pointing to how he signed off? So he signed off using yours sincerely. Okay, normally yours sincerely we will use in a informal or semi-formal letter or email. Okay, for informal to semi-formal letter or email. Yours sincerely lah. Okay, and he put his full name there, Aiman Megat. Is Aiman with us here today? Yesterday he was with us, right? During the previous lesson yesterday. Hari ini masuk YouTube. Adakah dia? Is he around or not? Macam tak ada saja. No respond. Aiman, if you are with us, please say hi. Okay, so we have seen the response from a student closely. Jadi kita dah tengok the structure or the organization of the response to the advertisement just now. So you can see how does a person is addressed in an informal letter. What do you need to write when you are writing to someone you know but you have never met, and then you immediately ask what you want to know, your information that you want to find out, and you end or you signed off using yours sincerely, especially for semi-formal or informal letter. Okay, class, I hope that is clear. So if you are given the task to write something like this, are you able to do it? Okay, it's okay. Let's look at next slide. Okay, tips on a semi-formal letter or email. Okay, this one you can still refer to your textbook actually. Page 87, still the same page. Yeah, page 87. Okay, so let's look at the tips, class. A semi-formal letter or email is written to a person you know, but not your friend, not your relative lah. Jadi dia tak boleh juga terlalu informal, right? You cannot be too informal because not your friend and your relative, but you know the person. Okay, so you should begin writing your formal letter or email using dear and the salutation Mr. ke, Miss ke if you know the person, Mrs., Doctor, and the surname. Surname is the family name. In Malaysia, kita tak, not everyone has a family name lah. The Chinese will have the family name. Tapi in Malay, they normally converted it into the father's name. Okay, that is the surname lah. And then ends, dekat sana dia kata ends with yours sincerely, all the best, best wishes, or yours. So you see, the signed off there are quite informal lah, informal, semi-formal. Alright, you don't use yours faithfully. Yours faithfully is reserved for formal. Okay, ingat tu lah. Kalau tak ingat, I think lower secondary form pun kamu ada guna ni kan, ada belajar ni. The formal and informal. Alright, so when writing a semi-formal letter or email asking for and giving information, write in an appropriate style lah. Write in an appropriate style. Sesuai lah, kamu tulis surat untuk bertanya, right? Asking for and giving information. So biarlah throughout your writing, it's appropriate. Cover all the points. All the points you will find this in the question. Apa yang dia nak? So you have to tulis semua lah tentang tu. And then organize the information in paragraphs. Okay? Jangan ingat your writing tak perlu paragraph. You need paragraphs. Okay? If you look at the sample, you have 3 paragraphs there. And then use standard grammar and spelling convention. This is an academic writing class. So please use grammar and spelling conventions. Correct lah, standard grammar and spelling convention. You may use a combination of direct and indirect question. Janganlah asyik guna direct question, right? Direct question is like you use all the what, who, where, when, why. Sometimes you need to use a indirect question so that you will sound tak terlalu pushy lah when you ask question. You want immediate answer, right? So you can convey what you want by using indirect questions. Macam mana indirect questions tu? How is indirect questions? You may refer to page 87 class. You are given example there. Indirect questions there. Okay? Semua boleh tengok lah. Page 87. And then last one, use appropriate phrases to express enthusiasm. Okay. If you look at the sample there, dia ada guna I am very interested in. Maksudnya sangat berminat. Untuk menunjukkan enthusiasm kelas. Enthusiasm sih maksudnya kesungguhan. Dan menunjukkan kamu minat lah. You are very interested. Okay. And then the second one example there is I am very keen of, means you are very you really like it. You really like cycling. Very interested in cycling. Okay. I think this is a good opportunity. Biarlah the way you express your feelings kan, it will make the reader feel appreciated. Wah, nampaknya banyak orang suka acara yang kita anjurkan. Things like that lah. You will create that kind of sense in the receiver lah. And then I was excited to hear this one also. I would be delighted. Semua ni perkataan-perkataan yang menunjukkan you are very interested. Okay, you like it very much. Okay, and then I have always been fond of. Been fond of means sangat meminati lah. I have always been fond of. Saya dah lama dah meminati. Okay, so show your enthusiasm class when you are writing, especially to ask for something. Dalam kes ini you are asking information, right? Jadi tunjukkanlah kesungguhan. And then how interested you are in the activity. Okay, so these are the tips for writing semi-formal letter or email. All right, so we shall continue. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this one class, tadi cikgu cakapkan, in between of our lesson, we will recap on the parts of writing paper. Writing paper, there are 3 parts. I hope you still remember and aware. There are 3 parts lah. Part 1, part 2, and part 3. We have done part 1. In one of our exercises, we have done part 1. We have done part 3. I think we have not really done part 2. Okay, so you may turn to page, on the same page, page 87. On the same page, page 87. I hope you can see the task D. Task D on my screen or in your exercise textbook. Look at task D class. Task D. So which part of the writing paper is the question? Is it part 2, part 1? Or part 2? Or part 3? What do you think? You can respond in the chat box class. Task D, is it part 1, part 2, or part 3? You may respond in the chat box. Anybody? Look at task D. Is that a part 1, part 2, or part 3? Okay, somebody has responded. How about others? Okay, Bazil also has responded. Bazil and Badrun both said part 1. The others? Um, Fahana said part 2. Azira said part 2. Mm-hmm. Jessie said part 1. Fatihah said part 2. Oh, okay. All right. Everyone has their own idea, but nobody said part 3, yeah? Okay. So we shall reveal the answer. Okay. Somebody posted there part 1, said Tracy. Okay, class. This is actually part 2, class. Part 2. Part 2, Why part 2? Because this is not a short notes or email. It can be email, but then it is not in part 1. Okay, this is a part 2 because you are given guided notes. Okay, you are given notes. You are given notes. Ada three things that you have to answer there. If you look at task D, you want to ask about the price of the cabin trip, if lunch is provided, and whether you need any special equipment. All right. So this one is actually for a question in part 2. Okay. So your answer or your response should be 125 to 150 words. Kalau part 1 class, part 1 maybe you forget already ya. Part 1 dia cuma minta satu soalan, satu jawapan saja biasanya. You respond based on your friends writing, email ke, short notes ke. Part 1 only require you to answer one thing saja. Yes, one thing class. But all these parts are given 20 marks. Sama, 20 marks. Walaupun the difference in length, but the marks are similar. Okay, so part 1, part 2, part 3, 20 marks. Despite their difference in length. Okay, so this question is part 2. So you have to, macam dalam, part 2, you have to cover all the information given or the notes given. Okay, so you have to talk about the price of cabin trip, if lunch is provided, and whether you need any special equipment. So later on, make sure you write 125 to 150 words. Okay? All right, so we have analyzed which part of the writing paper this is. Okay, let's look further into the task itself. Okay, sebelum cikgu suruh kamu tulis, let's look further at the question itself, the task itself. All right, so you have seen the following announcement on your school notice board. Ada announcement lah on the school notice board. You are interested in taking part, but you need more information before you decide. You cannot simply decided to take part without knowing a little bit of information and later decide lah. So you want to know about the price. Berapa agaknya? The price of the caving trip. Ini pergi cave lah. If you look at the announcement, it's going to a cave. Interesting, And then you want to know if lunch is provided. So that if it's not provided, what are you going to do? Kan? So you want to know. and you are wondering whether you need any special equipment. All right, so you have to know uh, this information before you actually decide to join or not to join. Okay, so write a letter to Mr. Trenton. Okay, class. So it's clear there. You need to write to Mr. Trenton. So you will address Mr. Trenton, giving any necessary information about yourself. Sama macam tadi lah. You have to give information about yourself and asking for the information you want. Okay, so again, first, you need more information before you decide the information on these 3 points. Information on these 3 points. And you have to talk about yourself. All right. So, students' task for today is to do the part 2 of your writing paper, 125 to 150 words, and to be submitted through GC, yeah, class? You have to submit this through GC. Okay, so I hope everyone is clear of the organization of your writing letter. Sebab tadi kita dah tengok kan, sample, okay? So, study your sample. Study your sample as in, mana tadi? This one lah. Dear Miss Samad tadi. This is a sample. We have studied paragraphs by paragraphs, right? Just now. We have studied paragraph by paragraph. So now you have to go to slide. So you have to So you have to write your response. Write your response based on task D. Okay? So anybody has question? Do you have question? You may comment on the chat box. So everybody is clear what's your task for today. So it's a writing, class. It's a writing part 2. And you are going to submit it at the GC, through the GC, because I have assigned a task for you in the GC. Okay, you can check it out later. Cikgu dah letakkan juga this slideshow in your GC for further reference. Okay, so far no questions, said Badrun and Bazil. How about the ladies, the girls? Agak-agak berminat betul-betul kah kalau going to a cave ni? Very interesting, right? Crystal clear cave. Okay, Fatiha said no. All right. Okay. Bernice also said no. So I believe everyone is clear of what to do. As clear as you are with the question, I hope you will submit your essay as well. Okay. Kalau tak, there is no practice for you. Nanti balik ke sekolah, you are not able to write. In fact, if you do your essay class, it is treated as one of your assessment for PBD. Jadi jangan tak buat. Jangan tak buat lah. Those who are responding in the chat box are mostly those who will do the works. Cikgu tak tahu yang lain-lain tu not responding. I'm not sure if you are with me this morning. Let's see. Berapa orang saja respon? I'm not sure about the attendance. I can see 13 there. Okay. All right. So if there is no question, that's the end of our lesson for today, yeah, class. That's the end of the lesson for today. And yeah, before you go off, I just want to tell you that this might be the last lesson from me. Uh, yeah, I will be going off from this week onwards until October class. So you will have to join other teachers and enjoy other teachers' lesson. So for the time being, PDPR, what we have in plan is like you will be joining teacher Heidi's class. Okay, so basically this is the way she teach. You can join her on YouTube, and she will explain further to you once you join her class lah. I will let you know when you can join her class because I need to arrange the time with her and other teachers as well. Okay, so yeah, that's the end of our lesson today. If you have any personal question, you can just text me. Okay.
Okay, let me say something. Just say
Yeah.
something lah. I think Azira very sad already. We say Allah. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm sure you all are very sad because you are enjoying Cikgu Maureen's teaching. Yeah. So you'll be joining my class. Okay, some of you I have taught before when you are in Form 3. Some is totally new. So I hope that you will continue to join the class as how faithful you have been with Cikgu Maureen. Okay, later on, Cikgu Maureen will add me in the Google Classroom as well, so that teacher can monitor. Okay, just to let you know, class, because now we are under PDPR, we do not know when the start going to resume. So to me, it's better to have teacher to teach you than no one to teach you lah, huh? Okay, so I hope that you will, be happy to join my class later with Fall Lavender. Okay, what teacher will do will be, I know maybe you all like to talk lah. So during my class later, I will put the StreamYard link. Like now you see me and Cikgu Maureen here, right? I'll put the StreamYard link in the chat box. So I will select people. Okay, Jessie, click the StreamYard, come in. Then you can read or you can talk. Then later on, after you finish reading, then you will be out. Then later on, I will ask, okay, Fatin, can you come in? So it's some sort like I want you all to be involved also lah. So you won't be like just there, you type something. I try to get everyone to involve lah. Okay, so I hope that you all will learn along with me. Like what I told Cikgu Maureen, actually my next class with Fall Lavender will be tomorrow 11:30 to 12:30. Okay, so I will inform Cikgu Maureen. If you all have online class, then you won't be able to join. But if you don't have, I really hope that you can join. Okay, yes, because I'm not sure when the timetable going to be released. So to me, if it's possible, you learn as much as possible. All right, grab all the opportunity. Okay, if you have online class, then don't. But if you don't have online class, I would encourage you to join. Because my next class, I'll be touching on page 90 vocabulary. Just let you know lah. Okay, but I will update you later. Okay, on how to catch up on one. I think you just miss up one of the reading only. Because Cikgu Maureen already ended with writing, right? Yeah, so actually I only have done reading. I think that you have missed out. Yeah, because right now I move on to the grammar and vocabulary. I just finished the reading part. Yeah, so if you're really interested, you can just view my previous teaching lah. Okay, you won't miss out anything. Okay, alright. So that's all from me. Okay, no more already, Maureen. Any
No more.
final word with them before you want to? Okay lah then. Alright, so bye. See you when I see you. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you, everyone.